My name is Ingrid, and I love messy science. So today, I'm going to show you an experiment that we can do with only 2 ingredients. One of them is called cornstarch. The other one is just plain old water. And what we're going to make is something really messy called Oobleck. Now, Oobleck is great because even though it's really, really messy, it washes out of things pretty easily. But all the same, please be sure to ask a grown-up to help you with it and make sure that it's okay that whatever you're going to make the Oobleck in is something you can make a mess with. So what's Oobleck? Well, originally, Oobleck was a made-up word in a story by Dr. Seuss. And he wrote a story called Bartholomew and the Oobleck. And it's kind of a green, slimy stuff that spreads all over a town. But Oobleck is really a very, very interesting scientific material. It is called a non-Newtonian fluid, which means that sometimes it acts like a fluid, like water, it kind of flows. And sometimes it acts like a solid, and it's kind of hard. And because it can do both things without being heated up or cooled down, it's a very, very special kind of material. And that's why it's very fun and interesting to play with. So we're going to take a container. Now this is just a little plastic container. You can use a bowl, you could use a Ziploc bag, whatever you want to do. And we're going to put 9 tablespoons of cornstarch into this container. So here we go. 1, 2. You'll see that this is a powdery sort of a thing. And it kind of sticks together a little bit. And you want to get flat tablespoons. You don't want to have really big heaping tablespoons like that, because that's too much in 1 tablespoon. You want to have them kind of flat. And then we're going to put in 6 tablespoons of water. And it's going to get kind of soupy looking. And that's exactly what we want. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start smushing this around with our hands. Don't do it with a spoon. Do it with your hands. And you're going to have to smush all the cornstarch into the water. And it's going to get messy. And it might be a little hard to stir up with your hands. But just keep on going. Stir up all the cornstarch so it's in with all the water. And as you're doing that, you're going to notice that it starts to get a little sticky and a little bit hard to move and maybe even a little bit crunchy. But just keep on going until you get all of the cornstarch mixed in with all of the water. And when you do, you're going to have Oobleck, which is one of my very favorite things to mess with ever, because it is so very interesting. Now you can see that my Oobleck is getting a little crumbly. See how that is? So if that happens to you, first of all, make sure that you've stirred all of the water in with all of the cornstarch. And if it's still getting crumbly, then you can add a little bit more water at a time until it gets kind of almost like glue to look at. But it's not going to act like glue. It's going to act a lot different. So I'm going to add a little bit more water to my oobleck. And I'm just going to add 1 more tablespoon at a time. Oh, that looks good. Now, watch what happens. I can squeeze this together and then see how it looks like it's almost starting to melt in my hand? It's not because my hand is hot. It's because Oobleck is what I told you before, a non-Newtonian fluid. And you can make it act like a solid by smushing it or crushing it together. But if you let it go, it will flow like glue. See how that's stretching? Isn't that kind of interesting? Now, my oobleck still has some kind of chunks in it, so I'm going to add just a little bit more water to it, and we're going to do some other fun stuff with my oobleck. So I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of water, a little at a time. Maybe not even the whole tablespoon. There we go. See how it just kind of flows out of my hand and then goes back in? Now the cool thing about Oobleck is it acts like a solid sometimes and acts like a liquid other times. And if you hit it or give it a sudden shock, it acts like a solid. So if I poke it, I can't get my hand down in there. Even though it's flowing around, I can't get my hand down in there because it's acting like a solid because I'm hitting it, I'm poking it. But if I just pour it, I can pour it into my hand and it runs right back into the container because now it's acting like a liquid. So I bet that you are going to be able to find some other exciting and fun things to do with Oobleck because this is an amazing material. I hope you have fun experimenting with your Oobleck. And if you do something really fun and exciting with your Oobleck, please send a picture to Deacon Mary so she can share it with all of our friends.